Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today TV. I'm Sakshi Batra. Well, billionaire Gautam Adani-led Adani group of stocks have now tanked 34% from their all-time highs due to stretched valuations and the ongoing correction in the stock markets and the global equity markets as well. Remember, these are the Adani stocks that in the last month were, seen rising very, very sharply in a very short span of time. Upper circuits after upper circuits were seen on many of them. Even the newly listed stocks were rising exponentially. But the month of May has perhaps not been so well so far for the Adani Group stocks because most of them have actually seen lower circuits being hit and a downfall amid the ongoing correction in the stock markets. Look at Adani Wilmar, the stock that everybody was talking about, the stock that was a multi-bagger for sure, because right after listing, within a span of 2 or 3 months, it shot up to over 878 rupees per share from about 200, 250 odd as well. So very, very sharp returns were seen in a short span. But in the last 3 or 4 odd trading sessions alone, we've seen the stock really crashed sharply. In fact, from the all-time high levels, Adani Wilmar has slipped over 34% as well. And remember, Sensex in the meanwhile, if you compare with the all-time highs, has corrected about 12.5%. So Adani Wilmar stock is definitely sharply underperformed. Even the Sensex underperformed. Even the Sensex fall as well. Definite underperformance being seen when you compare it with the overall benchmarks. Let's keep a check on what all the stocks have moved, how they have moved lower, and what is the kind of percentage fall that you've seen for all the listed Adani Group stocks. Adani Wilmar, I told you, from the highs of 28 April 2022, the stock has slipped over 34%. Adani Green Energy, an all-time favorite stock, a multi-bagger of 2 years in a running for sure, the stock has slipped over 18.5% from 19th April 2022 when the stock had hit its all-time high level of 3,048. The stock has really slipped sharply at 18 to 19 odd percent. Adani Transmission, another stock that rose very, very sharply, has slipped almost 18% again from the all-time high levels of 3,000 rupees from 12th of April. Adani Ports, a similar picture, almost 16.5% of a fall from 27th April, the all-time high level of 924 rupees per equity share. Adani Total Gas, another stock that has slipped 14% odd. Remember, the stock had touched an all-time high of 27.39 back in April 12th of 2022. Adani Power, another stock that rose very sharply. On 28th of April, it touched an all-time high level of 312. It has slipped 14% from those all-time high levels just in this last 10 days period as well. Adani Enterprises, the holding company, the stock that rose sharply and reached to an all-time high level of 24.20 on April 27, 2022, has slipped almost 13% so far from those all-time high levels as well. Compare it with the Sensex. Of course, Sensex has slipped about 12.5% from its all-time high levels that was seen touched on 19th October 2021. So from that long period of time, Sensex has only corrected 12.5%, and in a very short span of 10 days alone, we've seen a very, very sharp fall coming in for the Adani Group stock. So what is the prime reason behind it is also what I shared with you, the ongoing correction in global equity markets, and of course, these stretched valuations that all the experts have been warranting about. Now, what should you as investors do at this point in time? Should you buy this dip? Are Adani Group stocks, in for another leg up? Well, that's for something that time will definitely tell us. But we spoke to a couple of market experts to understand what their views are about Adani Group stocks. Now, Santosh Meena, who is the head of research at Swastika Investmart, did say that Adani Group stocks are often characterized by upper and lower circuits and sky-high valuations and the mystery about exponential rise in a very short span of time. Now, despite the market fall in the recent correction, Santosh Meena believes that most of the stocks are still overvalued. He believes that apart from, say, Adani Ports, which he believes is a good stock, one can actually look at buying this dip at this current level. Also, there are other stocks as well that you can focus on. Another stock that he believes that one should look at is Adani Wilmar, which is the largest branded edible oil and packaged food business in India. The company's products have a sticky demand and it's poised to grow at its profitability in the medium term due to geopolitical factors as well. And although he has extended some caution also and has said that one must add this Adani Group stock only if the investor has a medium to high risk appetite. Of late, we've also seen Adani Wilmar post a 25.6% year-on-year plunge in its consolidated net profit. So keep that thing also in mind. Brokerage house KR Choksi has said that they actually initiated coverage on Adani Wilmar on May 9 and with a target price of 734 rupees per share, indicating an upside of about 20% from the current market levels as well. So most of the brokerage houses are still positive on Adani Wilmar despite the recent fall and are advising investors to actually buy this dip. But in case you are thinking of buying this dip, do speak to your financial advisor before taking a plunge into the sharp dip that we've already seen in these Adani Group stocks.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.